So, in our last explainer, we kind of left AI in a tough spot, right? It was looking at language through this tiny, narrow straw, seeing all the words, but totally missing the big picture, the actual meaning. Well, today, we're talking about the revolutionary idea that just shattered that straw to pieces and taught a machine how to truly read. This is the story of BERT. And that was the core problem, you see. AI was completely trapped by the arrow of time. It was forced to guess what a word meant without ever seeing the crucial context that came later on. It was a one-way street, and honestly, it was the fundamental thing holding machine intelligence back.
And that right there is the question that sparked a revolution. What if, instead of just peeking through that little straw, an AI could just, open its eyes and see the entire page, the whole thoughts, all in a single instance? Now, this wasn't just some small adjustment. This was a whole new philosophy of reading. So this slide really breaks down that massive shift. On the left, you've got the old way, a straight line, just one word after the other. But on the right, you see BERT's approach. It's a network where every single word is connected to every other word. The huge idea here is that meaning isn't really in the word itself. It's in the relationships, the interactions between all the words.
Okay, let's make this real with the classic bank problem. For the older AI models, the word bank was just this fuzzy average of all its possible uses. So it was a financial institution and a muddy slope at the exact same time. It was like a Schrodinger's cat of meaning, and it left the AI perpetually confused. Now, our brains, we figure this out instantly. The word deposit just screams financial institution, right? But a left-to-right AI would have already had to make its guess about bank way before it ever saw that critical clue. It was flying blind. And then just change a couple of words, and the entire context flips on its head. Fish and river, they act like these powerful magnets, pulling the meaning of bank in a completely different direction. For an AI to get this right, it has to see the end of the sentence at the same time it sees the middle. And this is the magic of what we call bidirectionality. See, BERT doesn't really read, it perceives. It takes in the whole sentence as a single unit. So from the absolute first moment of processing, the word bank is in a direct conversation with deposit or river, no matter where they are in the sentence. Ambiguity just doesn't even have a chance to form. Okay, but that brings up a huge question, right? If every word is looking at every other word, isn't that just a total chaos of information? I mean, a 50-word sentence would create something like 2,500 connections. How on earth does the AI know which connections actually matter and which are just noise? Well, the answer is this absolutely beautiful mechanism called self-attention. And this analogy, it's perfect. Think about being at a loud party. You instinctively tune out dozens of conversations just to focus on the one you're in. Self-attention gives BERT that exact same superpower, the ability to decide for any given word which other words in the sentence are actually worth listening to. So how does this focusing thing actually work? Well, you can think of it like a lightning-fast filing system. One word, which we'll call the query, it asks the question, like, hey, what kind of action am I? And then every other word holds up a key. It's like a label describing itself. When the query finds a key that's relevant, it gets the value, the juicy contextual meaning from that word. Let's see what this looks like in practice. In a phrase like saw with the telescope, the verb saw is trying to figure out how the seeing happened. Telescope responds with a really strong match, and it sends its instrument meaning back to saw. But in man with the dog, the attention shifts. Dog connects way more strongly to man, and it establishes itself as a companion. Attention just dynamically routes meaning wherever it's needed most. It's incredible. But here's the kicker. BERT doesn't just do this once. It has something called multi-head attention. Think of it like a team of 12 different experts, all reading the sentence at the same time. One expert might only be looking for, who did what. Another one is a specialist in pronouns, connecting it to whatever it refers to. And together, their combined perspectives create this deeply nuanced understanding of the sentence's structure. Now, this rich, complex understanding doesn't just pop into existence. It's built up, layer by layer. And the best analogy I've heard is watching a Polaroid photo develop. It starts as this blurry, indistinct shape, and then it slowly sharpens into a high-definition image. That's what's happening inside BERT. BERT's architecture is basically an assembly line for meaning. When words enter the first few layers, the model acts like a grammarian, just figuring out nouns, verbs, basic sentence structure. Then in the middle layers, it becomes a semanticist. This is where it solves the bank problem and figures out what words actually mean in this specific context. And by the time you get to the top, it's like a philosopher, grasping these abstract concepts like intent, sentiment, and even causality. The impact was so profound, so immediate, that people in the field started calling it NLP's ImageNet moment. And what that means is, just like ImageNet had completely revolutionized computer vision, BERT provided a single pre-trained brain that could understand language, and it transformed the entire field literally overnight.
And wow, what a revolution it was. It made AI language models flexible instead of so brittle. For the first time, it gave them the ability to perform something like common sense reasoning. And because Google open sourced it, this incredibly powerful universal brain was suddenly available to everyone. Startups, researchers, they could all build on its knowledge instead of having to start from scratch. It was a game changer. Let's look at that common sense in action. In the first sentence, BERT gets that it refers to the trophy. Why? Because it's learned from billions of examples that the thing being put inside is the one that's too big. But in the second one, it knows it is the suitcase because the container is the one that's too small. Now, this isn't just matching words. This is a basic understanding of how the physical world actually works.
So we've seen how BERT reads by looking in every direction at once. We've seen how it focuses using attention and how it builds up its understanding through all those layers. But that leaves one giant, gaping hole in our story. Nobody ever sat down and taught BERT any of this stuff. No one gave it grammar worksheets or physics lessons. So how did it learn? The answer, it turns out, lies in a really simple but brilliant game, a kind of puzzle that forced the AI to teach itself the rules of language just so it could win. Join us for our final explainer as we reveal that last crucial piece of the puzzle, the training method that turned a machine into a reader. You won't want to miss it.